Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. We are here to rank every Royal Rumble 2021 match. We've had a day of thinking about this. Obviously, we reviewed it more of an instant reaction than a review, kinda. But fuck it, we're here to rank the 5 matches. We're not including the pre-show match because when we normally do this, we don't include the pre-show matches from those.
And we didn't see the pre-show match, so there's really
and it's pish. I mean, are we supposed to cover?
It's on the pre-show for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
And talk about the next 2 matches at my probably the next 3 match. Well, I mean, Goldberg's the one. I can't really say it belongs in the pre-show, but anyway, woo! We have got the women's title match coming in as the worst match here. Sasha Banks against Carmella. We'll be honest, we didn't see an awful lot about this, but the build-up is fucking atrocious. Yeah, why would we care?
Didn't see the match, just seen the ending. Not a fan of either person. Sasha Banks already fucking buried this original guy on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. Didn't see it. I thought this was really predictable. And when there's a match you don't care about,
and it's predictable,
and you know for a fact someone's going to win, then it's pretty. This is why we didn't watch it. I managed to see like the last 30 seconds, last minute of it. But when Sasha Banks wins with the bank statement, taps out Carmella, that's what it is. It was the match that I was least looking forward to.
Like, see, in my opinion, these kind of matches work if the people in it are over, like, and actually good. Like, if Austin's taken on. But even then, I can't think of a match in this where, like, oh, it's so fucking predictable. Name me, I mean, time's gone by, you still think there's an odd chance. This is, I mean, she was never winning. I know I predicted Carmella would win by a DQ, but I knew Sasha Banks would never.
Well, that's irrelevant. At the end of the day, I don't care about them. Fucking this video's pish already. I don't care about either person here. So it's my least favourite match going into the pay-per-view. It's my least favourite match coming out. So
yes, and talking about the worst Rumble of all time, easy peasy lemon. We have 100 things wrong with this match, from people lasting about 60 minutes and doing hee-haw in that. Awful commentating. I mean, yes, that's not really the people involved's fault in the match, but
the commentators didn't make a big deal out of the people they should have made. And then there's people that literally we haven't seen for like 3 weeks, and the commentators had been they kind of marked out as if they were returning from the dead. I mean, we haven't seen Lana in 3 weeks. Who gives a fuck? Really, it's fucking Lana.
Naomi does the spot where it's Kofi Kingston, but now she does it. Where anyone could do it. Oh, I land on my back, but my feet didn't touch the ground.
See, I think that's bullshit. I think if you land on your back, you should be out. I know it's both feet have to touch the floor, but everyone going forward, everyone should be abusing this rule.
Yep. Awful finish as well. Oh, can you won't get back in the ring at the same time, okay?
I know that the two fucking Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair are both agreeing to let each other back in the ring, and they're like talking each other through it, purposely positioning their bodies to make it look as if they could get eliminated when they could have just easily stayed in the ring to begin with. Awful.
Yep.
No memorable spots. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, some of the worst punches I've ever seen.
The fact that there was like a 5-minute spell where they just killed the. Well, I mean, instead of killed the match, they fucking. The match has already had 10 bullet holes in it, and they just put one in the dome.
I mean, how cool.
Natalia number 30 means this is the worst Rumble match of all time.
Victoria appears first time in a decade. Hardly a big deal made. Lana appears for the first time in 3 weeks. A massive deal made. I mean, they're making it as if Lana was Steve Austin here returning. Didn't understand it at all.
Awful.
A lack of interest in spots. No real good eliminations. I mean, I actually kind of like the whole Jillian Hall, Billy Kay thing, I guess. I mean, that was alright. And I mean,
and two other things wrong with it. They didn't do anything with Alexa Bliss and The Fiend.
Oh, Alexa Bliss coming out was awful. Got eliminated about 30 seconds.
Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair, nothing.
Yeah,
she wore the robe. That was it. Good night.
At the start, yeah. Oh, Charlotte watched her get in the ring, and then Lacey turns her back on her, and Charlotte attacked. I mean, that was you'd never do that.
How bad was this match? Look at everything. Look at everything we've just said that was wrong with this.
Hey, well, I mean, what was the best 3 things about it? Let's be positive. Let's try and give the women some credit here.
I'll
tell you my 3 favourite things.
Bailey's elimination on Ruby Riott was...
I think Bailey was probably the best person probably in this match, but then she got eliminated out of nowhere, kind of.
Pish,
I expected Bailey to be like the Iron Woman or whatever, or get to the end, but she kind of got like you're just a nobody kind of elimination.
That elimination, the Legends returning, and when the bell went, and did it.
Oh no, I kind of like Billy Kay at commentary.
Well, that kind of comes under the Legends.
Not really, because she asked several people like.
But the person who mattered.
Yeah, I mean, no real memorable spots for me, so...
That's why it ranks at 4th. At the halfway point, we have got Drew McIntyre taking on Bill Goldberg. This went exactly as I thought.
Right, I'll be perfectly honest. This match is only the third best match because Goldberg's in it. You take Goldberg out and replace him with some fucking... If this is Dolph Ziggler and McIntyre having the exact same match, it's the worst match of the night. I don't know. I don't care. You can be biased. Oh, women's wrestling sucks. It does, but this was awful. This was fucking awful. You get the same Goldberg match all the time. Oh, I can't work a fucking dime, so it's going to be... Oh, spear, jackhammer. You hit your finisher, kick out. You hit your finisher, kick out. How many times have we seen a spear through the barricade? I mean, the first time you seen it, you're like, oh fuck, that was a really cool spot. I think it was Mark Henry Big Show, but it's now the day every other week. It's fucking pathetic. It's shite. See if Goldberg can't work a match, just go and die or something. Go to the nearest retirement home and fucking die. No, how can Kane come out rusty? Hasn't competed properly in years, and he actually comes in and lasts about 5 minutes in the Rumble. And why can't Goldberg do that kind of style? I'm not asking him.
Fucking look at Christian.
Exactly. Like, why can't Goldberg do that?
Because he's never been like Christian.
People say, oh, well, that's the kind of matches Goldberg had back. Bullshit. I remember Goldberg in WCW. I remember his match against Regal. He actually used to sell stuff. He actually used to have matches.
Clip for the Brad Rules review. We have heard it here.
It was never in 20-minute matches, but come on. To suggest that he was just a...
Well, hold on, right? Listen, right. I'm a guy who watches WCW, and I can tell you for a fact, yes, they're not the same as that, but they're fucking similar. It's a lot better there than that, but they are short fucking matches.
Yeah, no, I know.
The only difference is it doesn't. It's not just a finisher spam.
No, I've got no problem with short matches, but was the match against Brock Lesnar? It wasn't a finisher spam, was it?
No, it was just a fucking disaster. Oh, you talking about the recent one?
No, about the Goldberg one.
Aye, but the 120 was pish.
No, I'm on the one at Mania.
Aye, oh well, that one was a Mania. I get your point,
Well,
though.
what one you on about? The Goldberg Lesnar match?
Fucking Mania 20, I thought you were on about.
No, I'm not on about that.
That's alright then.
I'm on about the most recent
33.
one. That was good.
Aye, that's alright, yes.
But the Drew McIntyre Lesnar one at Mania was pish.
Point is, guys, right? You can say, oh, we're only putting this because Goldberg was here. I get that aspect.
No, you're biased.
I'm not fucking biased.
No, you're biased.
Hi.
The Goldberg,
That Women's Rumble was fucking pish.
it was better than this. It was.
Oh my god,
Aye,
you
yeah.
are a fucking retard. You think that's better?
Alright, then it was.
Hi. How was it not?
Aye,
This was over in 5 minutes. That lasted a fucking hour.
Aye.
Everything they could have did right, they did wrong.
So hold on. If I went into the ring and I took a shite and it only lasted 3 minutes, 3 minutes shit, and I light my arse and leave, does that mean that's better than the Women's Rumble? It only lasts 3 minutes.
Put it this way, right? You've got to think from a logical fucking point of view. Everything in that Women's Rumble was awful. Everything they could have did right.
Not everything was awful.
See, Billy Kay on commentary. One thing.
Not just one thing. See, you even said the Bayley elimination was cool.
It's an elimination. It's hardly the fucking thing.
What really happened in the Men's Rumble? Be real. Apart from you take away the star power. You're just basically saying that Women's Rumble's pish because who's in it. You're not basing it on the match itself.
The match was pish.
What happened in the men's match?
A lot of shit.
Take out the Edge Orton stuff.
Edge Christian.
Take out the returning stars for the Ruthless Aggression era.
Miz and Morrison getting eliminated, but that guy getting involved. But look,
so Miz and Morrison.
Billy Kay. What, Jillian's fucking Ruthless Aggression?
No, but hold on. Miz and Morrison getting eliminated for fucking simple distractions. Amazing. But all the eliminations in the women's match was pish.
Hold on, I'm the guy who actually said Asuka Alexa Bliss a couple of weeks ago was a fucking good main event. It didn't seem out of place, and you were the guy that was fucking not having it.
I never said that.
Ah, you did.
Go and find that clip.
Well, we don't have fucking time to do it. Point is, the Bill Goldberg. Did you expect anything different?
I just think you're biased. I think you are.
To what?
I think you're biased to the extent that it doesn't matter what Sasha Banks or Carmella did. You would say that Goldberg's match with McIntyre was better because Goldberg's in it.
Pretty much.
But then you've just admitted it. So how are you saying I'm wrong?
Because it was pish.
What was pish?
Both of them. But the fact Goldberg's in it, it was better.
No, but I mean, I think Carmella and
Listen,
Sasha Banks could put on the
what?
greatest match ever, and you would prefer Goldberg McIntyre simply because Goldberg's
hold
in it.
on, right?
Is that true?
See that
That's fucking true.
listen, see that Sasha Banks match? She was always winning it. See that Drew McIntyre thing? I felt it could have went all the way, so I was intrigued.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think I could. I don't see how I could ever see a Sasha Banks match and watch it and go, "That was better than an Austin match." I'm honest.
Well, because it can't be.
But you're the one that's denying it. Like,
I'm not denying it. I just admitted it.
Goldberg and McIntyre was shit. It was the worst match on
Yeah,
this
but at
card.
least I felt I cared about it. The degree of where was this going?
It's the worst match on this card.
Aye, but we've put it third.
Yeah, and I told you the reason I'm putting it third.
No, the
'Cause
women's
Goldberg-
rumble. The women's rumble.
Because
Was
Goldberg
worse.
was in it, but you deny that.
I mean, it's a 54-year-old Goldberg. I knew what I was expecting. A rumble match should be good, and that women's was fucking pish.
Sandman could come down and smash people with a cane, and then fucking Nia Jax could come down and do the exact same thing. I'm going to find the Sandman thing good, because it's Sandman.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your point?
My point is Goldberg McIntyre was pish, and you only putting the match third because Goldberg was in it. That's my point. Let's move on to the next match.
Right, we've got Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens.
Now this was far superior to Goldberg McIntyre, but you can't admit it because it's two current guys.
We're ranking it above. It was obviously
Because
better.
I had to push for this match to go second.
No, you didn't.
I
Do
think-
not talk
I
shit.
think if I said Goldberg McIntyre second, you would have been content putting it. You're wrong. Am I wrong?
Fuck off.
Am I wrong?
No, this was obviously second.
I like this. I mean, I don't really like Last Man Standing matches.
I didn't like the finish. The finish was awful.
Oh, I like the finish. Apart from the fact they botched it. Like,
Yeah, well, that's my point.
I know, but I thought it was a good finish.
But it was.
Did you not think Owens was winning?
Yeah,
Well, that's to me that makes it pretty good.
that's my point.
What?
That's my point, right? I always thought Reigns was winning this, but they made it believable. The Sasha Banks Carmella, you obviously fucking knew.
I didn't see it.
You don't
to be
make
honest.
it believable.
I'm putting it last
We've
because I
seen
didn't
the
see it.
ending. We did.
Oh, well. But my point is, I mean, I going into this, I gave Owens practically no chance of winning, but with the finish that they did towards the end, I thought he had a really good chance of winning. But then to get choked out after all the things that happened in the match just doesn't really sit with me.
A botched handcuff, choked it.
I mean, if it was like fucking Taz choking it, fair enough, 'cause that's his finish. But to have Roman Reigns choking it, just didn't sit right with me at all.
I know. Like, what was Owens doing during all that?
I don't know, well, they didn't have the camera on him, so...
Yeah, anyway though guys, we move on to the main event. Easily the best match. You can fucking say what you want. It was.
Alright, easily the best match, alright, okay.
How was it not? What was what was better than it?
I'm not saying it wasn't the best match, but what...
But the way you said that was a civil oh fuck.
Aye, alright, okay.
We even talked about in the feud that this match was a 6 out of 10. Everything else was pish.
I said that I didn't say I said everything else apart from the Kevin Owens. I think the Kevin Owens Roman Reigns match was alright considering I don't really like last man standing matches.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. No, but it's not biased. The men's rumble was superior to the women's.
It was.
No, the only thing they did. No, the only thing.
No, but just be honest.
I'll name two things they did wrong in this match from what actually happened. There was no Fiend involvement, and Edge not really selling the RKO was annoying.
Right, take out Edge, Christian, or the returning legends, whatever. Was this a good match?
But that's a lot of shit you're taking at the match.
I know.
We'll put it this way: the women had stuff in the match, and what the fuck did the legends? What they do?
Hee-haw.
Yeah. And what's that prove you? What's that prove to you?
The men are better.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's not biased. It's a fucking fact.
Oh, I think you're in denial if you don't. Hey, whatever. Okay.
What if I don't think what?
You would never put you would never put that Goldberg McIntyre match last on this list. You just wouldn't do it because there's two women matches, and I don't think you'd ever put Goldberg behind them.
Well, hold on. Well, for example, ask Alexa Bliss if it was on this card, I would put it second.
That's all right. What the match for Raw?
Yeah.
Oh come on! That you think that's better than
The ending was fucking superior to that Owens thing match. Owens didn't sell anything. I think Reigns Owens was pish. The golf cart, I went downhill from there.
We're going to have to agree to disagree, but anyway, It was a decent men's Royal Rumble. Like, it was by no means the best Rumble I've ever seen, but
Well, put it this way, I know the ending did have the ruthless aggression people in it.
no, but all the good moments were for all the stars. Name me a good moment that for something that just had today's roster.
Well, Miz and Morrison, like,
A really good moment.
I thought it was alright.
But they're not today's. They're from fucking.
Oh, I mean, there you go.
Oh, not alright. Okay. Right.
Well, technically, Seth Rollins isn't from today's. I mean, he's been in since 2012.
Aye, fucking. That's when it was pish. We normally think keeping WWE alive in 2012 was Punk.
But Miz in 2010 was the fucking man, like.
Miss debuted in 2006, mate.
Yeah, I know he did.
That's a hell of a lot of a different years difference. Okay.
Right, alright, alright, you know what? This pay-per-view was pish. See, this match
It was
shit.
pish.
See,
I'm sick of you people saying it was great. It wasn't. It was shit. It wasn't shit, like, but it had two decent matches. Tell me I'm wrong.
so where's this? Where are you getting this whole fucking the women's matches were great pish from?
I never said they were great.
That was the worst Rumble I've ever seen in my
I never
life.
said they were great.
I mean, the women's Rumble, the first one was way better than the men's. That year.
Yeah, but that's because it was fresh and new, and they had all these returning women that you hadn't seen.
But take out all the women, the returning women.
Aye, it would have been shit.
Well, there you go.
But I admit
The
it.
logic works both
But
ways.
I admit that.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, that's okay then.
Edge and Christian reuniting in the
Will
ring.
you admit? Will you?
Edge and Christian reuniting in the ring was better than all the
It's
four
better
matches.
than the show, aye. What's that? But will you admit that without the ruthless aggression people, that this men's Royal Rumble was doing shit?
But still the best match on the card.
You think it would have been better than Owens Reigns? I disagree. If you take, I know
Yes,
you're taking like a third of the match out, but if you take Edge, Orton, Christian, and all that,
It's probably better if the Owens match finishes the way it does. But I think with a changed finish, I would put Owens and Reigns above it. And on that note, guys, peace.
Alright, peace.